Hey guys, I'm gonna do a quick unboxing video. Haven't eaten anything yet, but I just really gotta open this thing and check out everything inside because everything. Okay, so I did take a little look at it before this, just to make sure it was all intact, but I haven't actually seen some of the things in this box with my own eyes, and I'm really excited for it. So, all the way from Regina, Saskatchewan, we got the entire minus the Z36, that limited 1,000 production car. The almost entire Highway 35 set, Hot Wheels. And never thought I would ever get this before. So I'm gonna open it up. It's gonna be amazing. So here's all the contents. I'm gonna slowly take up all of the protective packaging, and everything looks good. Cards are straight. Yeah, it looks great. Oh man, now I'm looking at some of these. Oh, looking at those last waves. Man. Alright. So, I guess we'll start over here. This one's not too impressive. I don't have a card. Okay, so a lot of these I don't have carded. The only ones I have carded are the Diora 2 and the Switchback, which belong to Vert and Alec. Two of the main guys, but I also have some loose ones. I do have a loose version of this. Quarter Mile Coupe. I was just driven by Vesuvius in the Scorchers team. So he was just kind of like a background character, but he was kind of like one of Taro Katano's main guys. Alright, got the Mega Duty. It's pretty cool. I'm going to skip like the descriptions for all of the characters because that's just going to be a long ass video. Yeah. 24/7, Ricky Bell. This is the last wave. This is beautiful. This would have cost me like, I don't know, I'm thinking like $80 on eBay before shipping. So the fact that I paid like a bargain deal for all of this is amazing. Red Baron. My dad might like this one. It's one of the classic cars that they added to the the movies, because they were supposed to do like a new and an old, so mixing the new castings with the old, that's one of the classic castings. Of course, it's iconic. Alright, I've been wanting this one, the 57 T-Bird. It's very nice. So I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna run out of room to put those there. Oh yeah, another last wave. This one here. This is actually a Canadian character, by the way. It's pretty cool. I don't know, I always thought that the 99 Charger concept car was a weird... It looked kind of weird in the Scorchers paint job, but it's alright. It's pretty cool. I know there's probably lots of people that like it. This, another high ticket item. Last wave Corvette. Unbelievable that I have. I know somebody that wants one. I'm gonna have to not tell them that I have it because I want that one. If I find a second one, I'll give it to him. Yeah. I have a loose one of these, believe it or not. This is another last wave, but it's chipped, and this has very interesting paint on it. So it's got like this graphics infusion molding, very special at the time. And the reason why the decos on these are so clean and so detailed is because it uses that 3D like graphic infusion kind of thing that's not on regular Hot Wheels. Even to this day, no, they don't really do it, and it's like, as far as I can tell, impossible to restore. So that's unfortunate, but now I have a carded one. Another last wave. We got the El Camino for the Dune Rats. Kind of another like background character, but very expensive as well. And in real life, if I found one thrifting or used, the plastic wings on the backs of these never really survive. And I have like a loose non world race version of that, and can confirm that. Oh yes, another last wave. This is the what's it called? The Power Pistons? No, Power Rocket. There's so many Hot Wheels with Power Rockets on them. This is another last wave, also kind of a background character, but damn, it's beautiful. All right, I got a room. All right, this is the Power Pistons. It's unfortunately a little yellowed, the packaging, but it's all right. This was not really a valuable one. This was driven by one of the sort of main Road Beast characters, so I'm glad that I have that. This one is pretty expensive. It's climbing in value. Dune Rats. Brian Kadim was the leader of the Dune Rats, and he was really the only prominent character. But I got a carded one. I found one thrifting that was missing the back wing, but now I got one, and yeah, it's amazing. This thing used to be like probably one of the most expensive ones. This was, let's see, I think it's falling in value a little bit since a couple of years ago, but still, like, I would have had to shell out a decent amount of money on eBay for this, and they're not common by any means. Another last wave. The only Toyota in the movie was the Toyota RC Concept, Dune Rats. She was pretty cool. She was like a military racer woman. Didn't really see too much screen time, but she was pretty cool in the comics. So, yeah, that's, hers is pretty common, not very valuable. Glad to have it to complete the set, of course. Here we go. We got the F-150. Never seen one of these before. Not this casting. I have the lifted one, but not a world race version. He had a little bit of screen time, by the way. He and the Mega Duty guy. It was Rekka Sanchuvo. Sweet 16, Charlie Raffa. Another background character. Didn't get any lines. Sweet 16 2 is one of my favorite like 90s era Hot Wheels cars. I had the original purple one. I still do. I love it. It's like a deep purple. Now I got that. I got another ballistic. I have a pretty much mint loose version. Now I have my own Banji Castillo. This is, besides Skeet, Esmeralda, and Banji, this guy had the most screen time of the Road Beasts, but he only had like a grunting line. He didn't really do much. Not expensive. Twin Mill, another classic Hot Wheels casting. This one's also not expensive. This guy didn't have any screen time. Alright. Also not expensive. We got Maximo's Firebird, IROC. Also not expensive. But I think it's a cool design. Like, I think this is one of the cooler street breed cars next to the 24/7 and the Slingshot. I have a loose, almost mint version. My rear axles are a little bent, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Now that I got that, also a side character. This dude, Skeet, one of the coolest cars in the whole franchise. I love the Vulture. This one is the last wave, also expensive. I'm very happy to have one of these. Here we go, Pontiac Rage's concept car. I always thought this dude died in the movie, but when I went back to watch it, obviously that didn't happen. This is still a Mattel kids movie. Last wave, Road Rocket. Very cool. Didn't really get any screen time at all, but the car is cool. Glad I have it. Another last wave. If you didn't notice, the street breed cars, expensive. This dude, Sanjay Khan, he was like an explorer guy. And Road Rocket, well, this guy, I mean, this car has so many names. It was like the Silver Bullet, the Arrow Flash. I have some in the 70s, some from the early 2000s. I know that the names changed over time, but I'm glad I have this guy now. That's probably one of the best. Oh yeah, coolest guy in the whole show, in the whole movie, Taro Kitano is Roadrunner. I missed two loose versions of these on Facebook Marketplace, but now I have a carded one, and that's awesome because he's going up in value too. Alright, nothing too special about this. Like, he is one of the main wave rippers. I do have one, so seeing this isn't super exciting to me. He's not really valuable, but glad to have a second one. Switchback. I always thought this was really cool design. He wasn't a main character at all, but he's pretty cool. Like, I like the backdraft. Lonnie Tam, the Wave Rippers mechanic that Vert and Taro save, goes on to date Taro at the end of the movie. She's pretty cool. I really like her. Last Wave. This dude is from the Pacific Northwest, so I think that's awesome. Yep, put that there. Power Pipes. That's one of my favorite Wave Rippers cars, and I think the Power Pipes is really cool. Another Last Wave. So this and the Power Pipes, the Thunderbolt and the Power Pipes, two of the most expensive. Well, actually, there's one more. It might be next. Yep. Last Wave Rippers, and these two didn't really do anything, but yeah, they're just expensive. And we get Mark Wild's Stingray, one of the coolest cars in the show for sure. He's a main character. He became a really interesting character in Acceler Racers. I don't want to spoil anything if you want to watch an old movie, even though it's been out for like, I don't know, 16 years now. And this is even older, so. I got a packaged slingshot. Team leader Kurt Wild, kind of a jerk in the movie, but he was just, like he said, on the wrong road for a while. He became a good guy in Acceler Racers, and his car, I always thought it was cool. Maybe it's because I've subconsciously loved the color purple for a long time. One of the most expensive cars in this box. This is like 100 plus bucks before shipping on eBay. This was the leader that took Kurt's place later on in the movie. He was a really cool guy. Here we go. And last but not least, and I kind of wish I ended on the side draft here, but iconic. If you've never seen Diora 2 and you know anything about Hot Wheels in the early 2000s, you've got to have seen this casting. You've got to have seen this design. This was the main character's car. Also, a little expensive, moderately. But, yeah. So, that is all 35 cars from the box. And if I did this in 2003, which obviously I didn't, I got into World Race around 2004. So I missed all of these. Also, I think they were a little more expensive than the regular mainline Hot Wheels. I could have mailed something in, if I did it really early, I could have gotten the Z36, which is a version of Slingshot. And I don't want to talk about it too much, but there was only 1,000 made, and it's very expensive. Very, very rare to begin with. And I could have also gotten, does it show on the box, the ultimate like track set thing? And I could have mailed in a bunch of stuff to get the track set for free. I think I could find that on eBay. I don't really care to, but they were kind of based on the movie sets a little bit, the movie scenes. But yeah, that's it. That's a dream that I've had since 2004 when I really started getting into Hot Wheels. Finally have the whole set. It's amazing. It was a deal of a lifetime. Seriously. And just seeing all of these in front of me is just, it's beautiful. Also, before I mentioned, they all have the little badges on them, like little buttons that each of the cars have, and they have comics in them, and they all have their unique comic strip that contributes to a comic storyline that's not really in line with the movie, but also very entertaining. I will not be opening any of these because I would be desecrating some valuable stuff here. But without any more talking, I am just going to leave it at that. And maybe I'll spread a couple of these out. Just take in some of this amazing Hot Wheels dream come true. Alright, thanks.